You for a whole year, he acted like I didn't even exist. He wouldn't even say my name. He wouldn't even say anything. He wouldn't even think about me. So now it's like, oh, you want to fight now? It would be crazy to me. Now we're moving forward to Teofimo. The fight with Teofimo makes all the sense in the world for the real undisputed. And yeah,
What's going on, you guys? So Bob Arum has come out and stated that Devin the Dream Haney, the WBC lightweight champion, has to prove himself to get a shot at Teofimo Lopez, the current unified lightweight champion. Now, in my opinion, Teofimo Lopez, even from the beginning, even before they both became champions, he never seemed too interested in fighting Devin Haney. You know, whenever they was next to each other or by each other, his energy was a lot different than what it normally is. But this is what Bob had to say in regards to Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez mixing it up. Quote, "No, because Devin Haney has to prove himself. It's all bullshit. Let him fight somebody that is real, then you can match him with Teofimo Lopez. Haney Teofimo Lopez is not a fight that's going to generate revenue at this point. I don't know how good he's going to be, how good he is. I am saying he has to prove himself. If Ryan Garcia, again, he hasn't proved himself, but if he beats Campbell, then he proves himself." End quote. So it seemed like Bob Arum wants Devin Haney to go out and fight somebody with a post. He's not satisfied with the Gamboa fight. You know, fight beating a 38-year-old Gamboa really does nothing, and it really did nothing to help Devin Haney's cause. Now, in my opinion, these young guys gonna have to see each other sooner than later. But with guys like Bob Arum in the way, you can rest assured that there's a high probability that this fight won't happen. Now, Teofimo, like I said before, he never seemed too interested in fighting Devin anyway. He come up with these excuses, say you're not a draw, and you know, just pathetic excuses to run around your rivals. And I think at this point, with this momentum that Mike Tyson and Roy Jones brought to the sport, I think these young fighters, these fighters today, these active boxers, need to ride that wave and make the best fights to keep this momentum that boxing seems to have lost going. You know, the UFC is kicking boxing's ass for a reason, and it's because a lot of the best fights aren't being made. Of course, we got Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, which was a great fight, but they need to keep this shit going. Now, if Lopez has to fight as mandatory, which will likely be George Kambosos, then that's a whole nother thing. But for you to come out and continue to dismiss and downplay Devin Haney, a future potential opponent, it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's saying that guys over there at Matchroom should be able to find a decent opponent for him to fight. You know, be able to come up with the resources to find a guy they could pay to fight Devin, but ain't no telling. It seemed like Matchroom has a trouble when promoting and getting fights for these black fighters over there. So Devin Haney might be in a tough situation. Of course, he's making a lot of money, but he's not getting the fights that he needs to take his career to the next level. And Teofimo Lopez, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think he wants to fight Devin anyway. I think that's a bad matchup for him, and I think he knows it. Of course, he does have a chance to win that fight if it does happen, but, you know, this is just some shit in boxing right here that's just further blackens the eye of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people want to say that Mike Tyson, Roy Jones was a circus event, but there's a reason why these events keep happening, these expeditions and shit, and these YouTubers keep getting this spotlight because the real fighters ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. Teofimo Lopez should be going against the grain on Bob and say, you know what, I want all the smoke. I want Devin Haney. I want to get him out the way. I want to take his scalp. But it's not like that. That's not how boxing works today. It's all about making the right business move. It's all about low risk, high reward, and all this other bullshit. It's not about testing your skills against the other top fighters. It's not about testing yourself to see if you could be the best fighter you could be. It's not nothing like that no more. It's all about making the right business moves. It's about staying away from the tough fights, and it's about making the most money for the least resistance. I hope it changes. I was hoping that a lot of these younger fighters would have broke the mold. I was hoping Errol Spence was the guy that was going to break the mold, but it's not looking good. You know, there's only a select few here and there just looking like they're keeping that, hey, I'll fight anybody type attitude. But with the business of boxing in the forefront and fans have more insight on how the business of boxing works and getting involved with the numbers and becoming managers, it's just going to make a lot of these bigger fights that we want to see harder to make. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.